pandemonium, which is a good word, has broken loose here, and it surely does fit what has happened. This crowd is in an uproar as Hacksaw Duggan comes from the dressing room and steps up into the ring to face Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. And here now, action starts as it should start, because these two fellas are intent on knocking each other's block off, and there's no question about that. Hanging up near the ceiling, resting on a pole that's about 10 feet up over the ring, is a coal miner's glove. And that glove will be put to use in this match, provided one of these fellows can get up there, get that glove, and put it on his hand and go to work. There's the pole, as you saw, with the glove on top. And Hacksaw Duggan got off in characteristic fashion with that wild stomping move of his. And he's going to test the Mad Dog to see if he can sneak over to the spot where the glove is, or at least be able to get his hand on it. But instead, he's got a Mad Dog who has sunk his teeth into his leg and is making the most of it. Now, and this Mad Dog, believe me, is the kind of a character you are not going to take lightly and not mess with. But Duggan isn't the kind of a man who messes lightly with anybody, and that's why this match has reached the stage where the coal miner's glove has been called on to settle the feud between them. Will it settle the feud? It has settled a lot of feuds in the past. That is the one thing that you keep in mind. And there was Duggan, who baited the trap. He climbed up there and had his eye on the Mad Dog, and then caught him rushing in. So Sawyer is on his knees, and he's as dangerous on his knees as he is standing on his feet or any other way. He has just gone after the eye of Hacksaw Duggan, and Duggan, who has only one good eye, is very, very particular about what happens to that portion of his face. So the Mad Dog has gone to the outside. The Mad Dog folds up the chair and right across the back. And this battle, which is for all the marbles on an all-out basis, Sawyer's back in the ring. He's showing these fans now that he's the man who was able to get back up into that ring, and Sawyer is now outside the ring for the same he has rushed Duggan into that steel barricade, that iron barricade around the ring, and purpose, you can see that top strand of band of metal is strictly to keep people from coming into ringside and the wrestlers from going out into the ringside. So now as Duggan comes up, that chair found his head and found it with a solid thump. I want to tell you, that was as clear-cut sound as you could possibly hear in this building. Duggan trying to go up on the outside to get the coal miner's glove. Duggan didn't make it, and Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer has used that pole in a way that it was never intended to be used. There goes the dog after that leg again, to come in there with those teeth of his and to chomp down. Duggan on his knees. Duggan being dragged up and bear hugged by a man whose arms are comparatively short, which gives him an advantage in applying the bear hug. 5 minutes have gone by in this wild and unpredictable battle here at the Sam Houston Coliseum. Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer and Hacksaw Jim Duggan, a coal miner's glove, is resting 10 feet above the ring on a pole, and nobody has made it yet. Sawyer hasn't tried. Duggan has tried several times. He knows that they may get a lucky break even if he hasn't got Sawyer stretched out. He may be able to get up there and grab it. Here's the Duggan chant. Duggan, Duggan. And they sound off in no uncertain terms. They have fought Duggan. They want everybody to know it. The broad back of Mad Dog. And the Mad Dog pulls at the chin of the Hacksaw. Ride 'em cowboy, only this is a dog doing the riding, and he has been smashed into the turnbuckle by Jim Duggan. Duggan down. There's Sawyer up, and Sawyer gets, he got the handfuls of hair. He was looking around for it, and Duggan's fans are trying to spur Duggan on to a spurt of action. He has been taking a lot, and he has been giving in spurts, but they want him to get out there and give some of that sustained punishment that he can do so well. Bear hug. Remember, that back has been crashed into the barricade around the ring. That back has been hit with chair several times, and Duggan is having his problems. Anybody has problems when they step into the ring with this Sawyer. Sawyer is a difficult puzzle to solve. Duggan, he came out with his elbows. He came crashing down on both sides at once and looking for tender territory, and he did get out of the bear hug. Now Duggan, two-fisted work. He likes that. And as he sets Sawyer up, Duggan is waiting. But he was waiting, and he tried to flip him over, and the two of them, in a move that Duggan made to lift him up and throw him over, the two of them crashed, and both men took punishment. Crotch hold, he's going to try to lift him to literally stand him on his head, and now Duggan did it. Sawyer's the one who injected the hold into the match, and it was suddenly reversed and lifted him up and dropped him. A lot of punishment with these two guys. They have literally worn each other down here in about 7 minutes of this battle. And as Duggan goes back over to the corner and pulls himself up, he wants to get into a position to capitalize on this feeling and get up that pole if he can. There he goes now for the pull up the pole, and again, Duggan having his problems, and he's hung up on that pole, but he has not yet gotten to the top. He came fairly close that time, but close just doesn't count. It only counts to get that glove down and get it on your hand. And there's Sawyer stretched out on the canvas, and Duggan's a little worse for wear right now. And as he starts to move up to the pole, he watches Sawyer carefully. That could give him the advantage. It won't take long to get up there, and again, it's Sawyer. He's got the hair and he's got the pole, and he inevitably crashed that head into that unyielding pole. So Duggan now is inside the ring. Duggan is on the canvas, and Duggan's head has been crashed into that pole. So at the 10-minute mark, Sawyer has thrown Duggan again to the cold Coliseum concrete, but this time, the first time, he has made his way over to the pole. He looks like he doesn't trust it. And here is Duggan, who came under the ring and came across and has caught him and dropped him and laid him out in the middle of the ring, and the fans here are screaming for Duggan to make it up. He's going to make it. He's got it. And as he starts down the ring, Duggan is possessor of the glove, and he is now about to put that hand into it, and as he comes around, it wasn't all the way in. He's ready now. He is ready to go to work on Sawyer, but Sawyer has the upper hand so far. Duggan has the glove. He hit him with his left hand and drove it in there, and there is Dick Slater has just come down here with a chain with that dog collar on that belongs to Sawyer, and Sawyer has used the chain. Slater again has interfered in a match between this pair, and as Duggan moves over to the corner, he has stopped it, and oh man, that coal miner's glove puts Duggan on top. There it is, and the winner is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. He has scored a win, and there's Slater being threatened by the coal miner's glove. And as Sawyer comes across there, he crashed that into the head of Duggan. Now Duggan's getting it from both sides, and the two of them are wrapping the chain around the neck of Hacksaw Jim Duggan and pulling from both sides at the same time. And this, of course, could choke Duggan completely out of this match or any other match. Sawyer and Slater. Here comes help, Al Perez, and here comes more into that ring after him, and doing the crashing. Duggan is down. Here's Perez clears the ring on this side, and the outside goes Slater and the Mad Dog, and they head in the direction of the dressing room. So Hacksaw Jim Duggan gets a tremendous hand from these fans as he scores a win over his arch rival, the Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer. So that is there is Duggan being helped, and Duggan sitting up by himself. And that is a good sight to see after the punishment he took from that chain and that dog collar swinging on the end of it. We'll be back with you in just a moment. 2 days after Christmas, in the great Christmas spectacular here in the ring at the Sam Houston Coliseum, Hacksaw Duggan is going to put a dog collar around his neck. There's going to be 8 feet of chain holding him to Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer, and I think that Duggan has some plans.
Fair play, Mr. Boss. Old Buzz Sawyer thought he was a big, brave man. He says, Hacksaw, he says, I'll try your coal miner's glove match. And what happened right here in Houston in front of all these people? 1, 2, 3. I finished you off, and then old Dick Slater has to come down and put his 2 cents worth in. But you know, Mr. Bosch, Dick Slater is barred from the building next time. So you're all on your own, tough guy. And hey, I'm a fair guy. Everybody knows Hacksaw Duggan. I'll keep my composure. I'll try your kind of match. I'll go in there and I'll strap that dog collar on, and go ahead and strap your dog collar on and howl at the moon, or howl at the people, or howl whoever you want to howl at. But I guarantee you one thing, when that ring that bell, all you got to do is open your eyes and look at the other end of that dog collar, and you're going to see 6'3", 275 pounds of anger, of fury, of revenge, baby. You're going down. I'm ridding you out of Houston wrestling. Tough guy.
So that's it, 2 days after Christmas, and this match has just been added to an already top-heavy card that is going to make this Christmas season one that you're not soon going to forget as far as the sport of wrestling is concerned. You be there on the 27th of December.